Question 1. Under the assumption that Mr. Daniels, the DF of a mid-sized HVACR company, notices a significant dip in sales despite a growing market, which approach should he prioritize to identify and reverse this trend? A. Focus primarily on increasing the marketing budget to reach more prospects. B. Conduct a thorough competitive intelligence analysis to understand market shifts and competitor strategies. C. Immediately offer steep discounts to retain current customers and attract new ones. D. Replace the sales team with new hires to bring fresh energy and ideas. Answer. Correct answer. B. A detailed competitive intelligence analysis enables understanding of evolving market dynamics and competitor moves, which is crucial before adjusting budgets or personnel. Simply increasing marketing spend without insight risks wasting resources. Discounting may erode profitability and damage brand value. Replacing staff without clear cause overlooks potential internal process or strategic issues. Competitor and market analysis is foundational for strategic adjustments, aligning with best practices in sales strategy and planning for sustainable growth. Question 2. Given the circumstances, Lopez is developing a proposal for a client interested in energy-efficient HVACR solutions. What should be her primary focus to maximize the client's return on investment ROI? A. Highlight the upfront cost savings on equipment purchase. B. Emphasize long-term energy savings and reduced maintenance costs supported by lifecycle cost analysis. C. Focus on the aesthetic design and brand reputation of the equipment. D. Promote the availability of extended warranty contracts to protect the client. Answer. Correct answer. D. Extended warranty contracts offer risk mitigation but are supplementary to ROI-focused selling. Upfront cost savings alone are misleading without considering lifecycle costs. Aesthetic design, while important for some clients, rarely impacts ROI significantly. The most effective strategy emphasizes long-term energy and maintenance savings through lifecycle cost analysis, which demonstrates true financial benefits over time, supporting informed client decisions and aligning with energy efficiency and sustainability principles. Question 3. When considering the challenge of managing a diverse sales team across multiple regions, Mr. Patel wants to improve team performance. Which management technique should he implement? A. Centralized decision-making to maintain strict control over sales activities. B. Encourage autonomy while setting clear, measurable goals and regular performance reviews. C. Rely solely on quarterly sales reports to evaluate team success. D. Rotate team members frequently to avoid regional biases. Answer. Correct answer. D. Rotating team members can disrupt relationships and reduce sales efficiency due to lost local market knowledge. Sole reliance on quarterly reports is reactive and insufficient for ongoing management. Centralizing decisions may limit adaptability and motivation. Encouraging autonomy paired with clear goals and consistent feedback empowers the team, aligns efforts, and fosters accountability consistent with effective team leadership management best practices. Question 4. Answer. Correct answer. 8. Proactive training ensures sales staff are knowledgeable and can advise clients accurately, reducing risks of non-compliance. Increasing inventory without strategic planning could lead to excess stock and costs. Discontinuing products hastily might alienate customers or reduce market options. Waiting for customer queries is reactive and risks lost sales or penalties. The best practice emphasizes education and preparedness to maintain compliance and competitive advantage. Question 5. From a practical standpoint, Mr. Garcia notices his proposals are often rejected due to perceived high costs. How can he better structure future proposals to improve closing rates? A. Focus proposals strictly on technical specifications to demonstrate product superiority. B. Incorporate detailed financial analyses showing total cost of ownership and ROI projections tailored to the client's operations. C. Use generic pricing models to speed up proposal preparation. D. Avoid detailed pricing to keep proposals simpler and less intimidating. Answer. Correct answer. B. Demonstrating the financial impact through total cost of ownership and ROI addresses client concerns directly, justifying higher upfront costs. Focusing solely on technical specs neglects financial decision factors. Generic pricing lacks client-specific relevance, reducing persuasive power. Omitting pricing details can cause distrust or appear evasive. Tailored financial analysis aligns with client needs and enhances perspective. Question 6. Considering the evidence from recent market studies, Chen is tasked with improving lead generation. Which strategy should she implement first? A. Invest heavily in broad social media campaigns targeting general audiences. B. Develop targeted content marketing focusing on industry-specific pain points and solutions. C. Purchase large third-party lead lists without qualification. D. Increase cold calling efforts across unrelated industries. Answer. Correct answer. C. Purchasing unqualified leads often wastes resources due to poor fit and low conversion rates. Broad social media campaigns may lack precision. Cold calling unrelated sectors can damage brand reputation. Targeted content marketing focusing on industry pain points is proven to attract qualified leads by demonstrating value and expertise, making it the most effective initial strategy for lead generation. Question 7. A key distinction between successful HVAC BMS and average performers is how they handle service contract proposals. Mr. Thompson wants to increase contract renewals. Which approach best supports this goal? A. Focus on offering the lowest possible price to beat competitors. B. Emphasize the value of preventative maintenance and rapid response times in contracts. C. Limit contract features to reduce company liabilities. D. Avoid discussing contract details until after the sale closes. Answer. Correct answer. B. Highlighting preventative maintenance and quick responses demonstrates commitment to reliability and long-term savings, increasing client trust and renewal likelihood. Competing only on price risks, profitability, and perceived quality, limiting contract features may reduce client satisfaction. Delaying contract discussions can cause misunderstandings. Emphasizing service value aligns with client needs and strengthens relationships. Question 8. Through the lens of financial acumen, Mr. Evans is analyzing a new pricing strategy. Which factors should weigh most heavily in setting prices for HVACR equipment? A. Competitor pricing only. B. Fixed and variable costs, anticipated market demand, and desired profit margins. C. The historical price trends of the past decade. D. Sales team preferences for easier deal closures. Answer. Correct answer. C. Historical price trends alone do not reflect current costs, demand, or competitive environment. Relying solely on competitor pricing ignores internal cost structures and profit goals. Sales team preferences should inform tactics, not pricing fundamentals. The best pricing strategy integrates costs, market demand, and targeted profit margins to ensure sustainability and competitiveness, demonstrating strong financial acumen. Question 9. Which of the following best explains why Mr. Ahmad should integrate CRM software into his HVACR business development process? A. To automate repetitive marketing tasks exclusively. B. To centralize customer data, track interactions, and enhance relationship management and sales forecasting. C. To replace personal contact with clients entirely. D. To generate generic sales reports without customization. Answer. Correct answer. D. Generic reports lack actionable insights. ERM benefits far exceed automating marketing alone or replacing personal client interaction, which is critical in relationship-based sales. The core advantage is centralizing customer data to improve engagement and forecasting accuracy, driving strategic decisions and improving sales outcomes effectively. Question 10. While examining recent market shifts, Rivera is asked to propose a new strategic partnership. What should guide her selection of partners? A. Selecting partners solely based on their market size. B. Prioritizing alignment of values, complementary strengths, and mutual benefit potential. C. Choosing the partner with the lowest cost of collaboration. D. Opting for the partner who promises the fastest short-term revenue boost. Answer. Correct answer. A. Partner size alone doesn't guarantee strategic fit or long-term success. Low cost or fast revenue promises may compromise quality or sustainability. The best partnerships emerge from shared values, complementary capabilities, and balanced benefits, fostering deeper collaboration and growth aligned with strategic business development principles. Question 11. In a modern context of HVACR sales, is decline is trying to increase client engagement during presentations. What is the most effective technique he should use? A. Deliver highly technical information with industry jargon to demonstrate expertise. B. Tailor the presentation to the client's specific pain points and decision criteria. C. Use generic slides focusing on product features rather than benefits. D. Rely on lengthy monologues to cover all possible questions up front. Answer. Correct answer. B. Tailoring presentations to address a client's specific needs ensures relevance, engages attention, and highlights how the solution solves their problems. Overloading with technical jargon may confuse or alienate non-technical stakeholders. Generic feature-focused content lacks persuasion compared to benefit-driven storytelling. Lengthy monologues can reduce interaction and bore listeners. Effective BDMs customize communication to client priorities, fostering trust and decision confidence. Question 12. Based on the information about recent shifts in energy codes, Ms. Schmidt needs to update her product recommendations. What should be her first step? A. Disregard older product lines regardless of client needs. B. Collaborate with engineering to understand which products meet new code requirements. C. Focus solely on the lowest cost products to maintain competitive pricing. D. Push existing inventory aggressively before switching to new compliant products. Answer. Correct answer. C. Pushing low-cost products without confirming compliance risks violating codes and damaging reputation. Disregarding older products without analysis may overlook valid uses. Aggressive sales of old inventory might compromise client trust. Collaborating with engineering ensures accurate product knowledge aligned with compliance and client needs, enabling responsible and strategic recommendations reflecting regulations. Question 13. When faced with an internal dispute between sales and service departments regarding contract terms, Mr. Boyd should A. Impose a decision without consultation to speed resolution. B. Facilitate a collaborative meeting to clarify responsibilities and align objectives. C. Let the departments resolve the issue independently to foster accountability. D. Avoid getting involved to maintain neutrality. Answer. Correct answer. D. Avoiding involvement ignores leadership responsibility and risks worsening conflicts. Imposing decisions without input may cause resentment and reduced cooperation. Leaving teams to resolve alone may prolong disputes. Facilitating collaboration helps clarify roles, build consensus, and align goals, which improves teamwork, operational efficiency, and customer satisfaction, critical for business development success. Question 14. Taking into account the importance of profitability, which strategy should HRConquer adopt when structuring service contracts? A. Offer extensive services at minimal cost to attract clients. B. Balance service scope with pricing to ensure sustainable margins and value delivery. C. Focus only on high-margin services, ignoring client-specific needs. D. Provide blanket pricing without customizing contracts for different clients. Answer. Correct answer. B. Undervaluing services jeopardizes profitability. Ignoring client needs risks losing business. Blanket pricing limits flexibility and may reduce competitiveness. Structuring contracts to balance service offerings and pricing ensures clients receive value and the company maintains healthy margins, fostering long-term relationships and business sustainability aligned with financial acumen principles. Question 15. While examining the sales funnel, Mr. Zhang realizes many leads stall after the initial contact. What is the best approach to improve lead conversion? A. Increase the volume of leads without improving lead qualification. B. Implement a structured follow-up process with personalized communication and needs assessment. C. Lower prices to make deals easier to close. D. Assign all leads to the newest sales team member for experience building. Answer. Correct answer. A. Increasing unqualified leads wastes resources and exacerbates funnel inefficiencies. Lowering prices may harm margins without addressing core issues. Assigning leads without proper support risks lost opportunities. A structured follow-up focusing on personalization and assessing client needs nurtures relationships and addresses objections effectively, increasing conversion rates and funnel efficiency. Question 16. From the perspective of market analysis, which factor is most critical for Alan to monitor when planning expansion into a new geographic region? A. Historical sales data from unrelated regions. B. Local competitor presence, customer demographics, and regional economic trends. C. National advertising reach. D. Internal staff preferences for travel locations. Answer. Correct answer. D. Internal travel preferences are relevant to market viability. Historical data from unrelated regions may not reflect local conditions. National advertising reach doesn't ensure regional market penetration. Understanding local competitors, demographics, and economic conditions enables informed decisions tailored to regional opportunities and challenges, crucial for successful geographic expansion strategies. Question 17. In an effort to enhance negotiation outcomes, Mr. Lewis is advised to A. Focus solely on price reduction to close deals faster. B. Prepare thoroughly by understanding client needs, constraints, and alternative solutions. C. Avoid sharing information to maintain leverage. D. Rush negotiations to save time. Answer. Correct answer. A. Focusing only on price ignores value-based negotiation and risks margin erosion. Avoiding information sharing damages trust and reduces solution creativity. Rushing may overlook important details or create buyer hesitation. Thorough preparation builds rapport, identifies mutual benefits, and creates win-win outcomes, a cornerstone of effective negotiation and closing techniques in HVACR sales. Question 18. When analyzing the merits of a ERM system, is Rodriguez should prioritize A. The system's ability to automate simple tasks regardless of data accuracy. B. Integration capabilities with existing tools, data accuracy, and customization options to enhance sales workflows. C. The vendor's marketing promises without seeking user feedback. D. System with the lowest upfront cost even if it lacks scalability. Answer. Correct answer. B. Automation alone is insufficient without accurate, integrated, and customizable data management. Marketing promises require validation through real user experience. Lowest upfront cost may lead to costly limitations. Prioritizing integration, data quality, and flexibility ensures the ERM supports complex HVACR sales processes, enabling improved client management and forecasting aligned with professional staff. Question 19. The fundamental question facing Mr. Simmons when planning a branding strategy for his HVACR company is A. How to minimize marketing expenses. B. How to differentiate the company's value proposition and build trust in competitive markets. C. How to replicate competitors' marketing tactics exactly. D. How to focus solely on digital marketing channels. Answer. Correct answer. C. Copying competitors undermines brand uniqueness and competitive advantage. Minimizing expenses may limit reach but is not a strategic goal. Solely focusing on digital excludes other impactful channels. Differentiation and trust building are central to successful branding, fostering customer loyalty and long-term business growth in competitive HVACR markets. Question 20. Given the scenario where Mr. Dyers must forecast sales in an uncertain economic environment, which approach best balances accuracy and adaptability? A. Rely solely on historical sales trends from stable periods. B. Use a combination of historical data, market indicators, and flexible scenario planning. C. Ignore economic factors and forecast based on optimistic assumptions. D. Use a fixed annual growth rate regardless of market conditions. Answer. Correct answer. D. Fixed growth rates ignore variability and risk, leading to inaccurate forecasts. Relying solely on past stable data may not reflect current volatility. Ignoring economic factors leads to unrealistic projections. Combining historical trends with market signals and scenario planning allows for adaptable, informed forecasts that better guide business decisions under uncertainty. Question 21. Throughout the course of his tenure, Mr. Mitchell notices the sales team struggles with converting technically complex HVACR solutions into compelling customer benefits during proposals. What is the best strategy he should implement to improve proposal effectiveness? A. Provide comprehensive technical training to the sales team, focusing solely on product specifications. B. Train the sales team to translate technical features into clear client-focused benefits and ROI metrics. C. Reduce the technical detail in proposals to avoid confusing customers, even if it means omitting key information. D. Delegate proposal development entirely to the engineering department to ensure accuracy. Answer. Correct answer. B. Technical knowledge is important, but the ability to communicate how features solve client problems and generate ROI is critical for business development success. Solely focusing on specifications can overwhelm or alienate clients. Omitting technical detail risks incomplete solutions. Delegating proposals without sales involvement reduces client engagement. Training the sales team to connect technology to 10 benefits enhances persuasiveness and client confidence, aligning with best practices in proposal and presentation development. Question 22. Considering the evidence from recent shifts in customer preferences, Hernandez is tasked with optimizing the company's service contract offerings. Which factor should she prioritize to increase contract uptake? A. Offering the lowest possible price to undercut competitors. B. Designing flexible contracts that can be tailored to varied client operational needs and budgets. C. Standardizing all contracts to simplify sales and administration. D. Focusing contracts only on major equipment, ignoring smaller but critical components. Answer. Correct answer. C. While price competitiveness is important, lowest price alone can compromise quality and profitability. Ignoring contract flexibility neglects diverse client needs, potentially limiting appeal. Limiting contracts to major equipment risks service gaps and client dissatisfaction. Standardization simplifies processes and reduces errors, but overly rigid contracts may deter clients needing customization. The best balance is streamlined administration with client-specific tailoring to maximize uptake and satisfaction. Question 23. In response to increasing competition, Mr. Johnson considers developing strategic partnerships with complementary businesses. What should guide his selection criteria for these partners? A. Partners with the largest market share regardless of cultural or operational fit. B. Partners with complementary services, aligned values, and mutual growth potential. C. Partners who demand the lowest revenue share. D. Partners located in distant markets to avoid direct competition. Answer. Correct answer. D. Market size is important but must be balanced with cultural and operational compatibility to avoid conflicts. Focusing solely on low revenue share may sacrifice quality or commitment. Geographic distance alone does not guarantee strategic value. The best partners offer complementary capabilities, share values, and present mutual benefit opportunities, fostering collaborative innovation and sustainable business development aligned with long-term goals. Question 24. Based on the information about fluctuating raw material costs, Patel must adjust pricing strategies for HVACR equipment. Which approach best manages profitability and client relationships? A. Implement immediate price increases across all product lines without notification. B. Use tiered pricing strategies with transparent communication about cost drivers and potential fluctuations. C. Absorb all cost increases to maintain stable pricing regardless of margin impact. D. Delay pricing adjustments until competitors act to avoid losing market share. Answer. Correct answer. A. Immediate blanket price increases without client communication can damage trust and result in lost business. Absorbing all cost increases jeopardizes profitability and business sustainability. Delaying adjustments risks margin erosion and may not align with market realities. Tiered pricing paired with transparent explanations educates clients about cost dynamics, enabling smoother acceptance and maintaining strong relationships, reflecting sound financial acumen and ethical conduct. Question 25. From the perspective of market analysis, Mr. Lewis is evaluating entry into a niche HVACR segment with specialized refrigeration systems. What key factors should he emphasize before committing resources? A. The segment's current growth rate and projected demand trends. B. The size of his existing client base regardless of segment relevance. C. The availability of inexpensive suppliers without quality considerations. D. Internal staff preferences and convenience. Answer. Correct answer, B. While client base size is relevant, alignment with segment relevance is crucial for successful penetration. Supplier cost alone cannot override quality standards essential for reputation and performance. Internal convenience is a secondary factor. Understanding market demand, competitive landscape, and segment growth projections allows for informed investment decisions and mitigates risk, fundamental in strategic market analysis and competitive intelligence. Question 26. When faced with recurring conflicts between sales targets and service quality goals, HVACR should A. Prioritize sales targets to maximize revenue in the short term. B. Facilitate cross-departmental collaboration to balance revenue growth and service excellence. C. Delegate conflict resolution solely to human resources. D. Allow departments to operate independently without coordination. Answer. Correct answer, C. Prioritizing sales at the expense of service quality risks customer churn and long-term damage. Ignoring coordination undermines company cohesion, while human resources plays a role. Effective resolution requires leadership, facilitated collaboration, and shared goals. Promoting cross-department teamwork ensures balanced priorities, improves customer satisfaction, and supports sustainable growth aligned with professional management ethical standards. Question 27. Taking into account time management principles, Eastern Yuan is overwhelmed by competing sales priorities. Which strategy will maximize his productivity? A. Focus on urgent tasks first, regardless of their importance. B. Prioritize high-impact activities aligned with strategic goals, delegating lower-value tasks. C. Attempt to multitask extensively to address all issues simultaneously. D. Wait for clear instructions before taking any action. Answer. Question 20. The relationship between customer relationship management adoption and sales growth was studied by Is Ellis. What key insights should guide ERM implementation strategy? A. Implementing ERM without process redesign ensures immediate sales improvement. B. ERM effectiveness depends on integrating it with sales workflows, user training, and data-driven decision-making. ERM primarily serves as a marketing automation tool without influencing sales outcomes. DERM systems are optional and not crucial for modern HVACR businesses. Answer. Correct answer, A. Ignoring necessary process changes undermines CRM benefit ERM to more than automation. Its strategic tool enhancing customer insights and sales decisions. Viewing ERM as optional ignores industry trends toward digital transformation. Effective CRM deployment requires alignment with workflows, comprehensive training, and leveraging analytics to realize sales growth, reflecting modern best practices in biz development technology adoption. Question 29. Considering the evidence from competitive intelligence, HRConquer discovers new competitor offering aggressive pricing but limited service. What is the best response strategy? A. Match competitor pricing immediately to retain market share. B. Highlight superior service quality, reliability, and value proposition in customer communications. C. Ignore the competitor and focus on existing clients only. D. Reduce service levels to cut costs and improve pricing. Answer. Correct answer, B. Price matching risks margin erosion and a race to the bottom. Ignoring competition may cede market segments. Reducing service damages brand reputation. Emphasizing superior service and value differentiates the company, builds loyalty, and justifies pricing, aligning with strategic positioning principles and sustainable competitive advantage in the HVACR industry. Question 30. With respect to ethical conduct, is Roberts encounters pressure to overstate energy savings benefits in a client proposal. How should she respond? A. Comply with the request to secure the sale. B. Refuse to exaggerate claims and provide transparent, evidence-based information. C. Avoid addressing the issue by delegating the proposal to a junior employee. D. Modify the proposal slightly without full disclosure of the limitations. Answer. Correct answer, C. Complying with exaggeration undermines professional integrity and risks legal consequences. Delegating responsibility does not absolve accountability. Partial disclosure is unethical and damages trust. Providing transparent, accurate, and evidence-based information upholds ethical standards, protects reputation, and fosters long-term client relationships essential for sustainable business development and compliance with industry